Hey guys, this is Hype Gamer, and as you can tell, it's not going to be called Hype Gamer anymore. It's going to be called something else. But I've just put my full name for now, so it's not showing what the channel used to be and was actually going to be changing. So like the channel's just temporary as that, and the photo that I need to change because it looks ridiculous. But yeah, this video is basically going to be about what's happened with the channel, where have I been, and what has been happening through the year of why I haven't been recording really. So it's just an update for everyone who actually does watch my channel and what I'm going to be doing for the future really for the channel. So let's start off why I'm going to change the channel. So basically a couple of years ago I wanted the channel to be a gaming channel, because like back a good couple of years ago, gaming was a big thing. It was like, it's still big, but like it got big couple of years ago and it's gone up since. And like back then it was very easy to get into gaming and that for most people that can actually afford it. But compared to me, I just thought I'm gonna be a YouTube channel, make money, make entertainment and that. And like, through like 2 years later of it, I was like, this is not gonna work out. It costs too much. I have to get a camera. I have to get a laptop. I have both of these things now, but it's getting everything else. It just costs way too much, and like I don't have a job. And in college, and like I'm gonna struggle trying to get money for it. So like, that's why I decided now, through the more videos I've done, the vlog and that. So like, I decided that I'm gonna stick with the vlogging, and certain other things I'll get into in a bit. So I don't know what the channel's name's gonna be. I don't know what the thought's gonna be. I'm probably gonna get someone to sort out, help me out in that, so I can fully understand, get something out of what I want to do and what it's going to be about, so like you get a bit of an easier understanding of what the channel's going to be. So yeah, that'll be good for my channel to get that sorted with, and then I can start collabing with other people then. So this is the part where like, where have I been through over a year now? Because last week, I've had a good couple of messages asking like, where are you like with your channel now? Like with the people from my comp that asked like, oh, where's your channel then? Because you haven't been active on it for like ages. And like I said, I've had a lot of family things and problems that I have to deal with. So like, yeah. So basically, the last video was me doing all let's get it better. So the last video was me shaving my head for cancer research for my grandfather that was suffering from mantle cell lymphoma cancer. That is a blood cell cancer that a lot of people die from. They do. So like, I only knew like when it was last year, around May. It was May, April-ish, like I think it was, and like all the family was in shock and that. We couldn't believe it, like, and I decided to shave my head for him, so I done a sponsor, and I like to say thank you to everyone who actually supported me and my family and gave us a large amount of donations that came around to £808.20, and like, seeing how many people supported me in just a month literally is me rushing around like in comp, or what some people say high school, just me rushing around like asking for like donations and that, asking around the street in public, asking my mother and father's friends to do donations, and my other friends, and like I was shocked at how much money I raised for that, and it was like it was such an amazing experience to do, and like 100% I'm gonna do one again, and it'll be 100%. I know for a fact it's gonna be next year. I just need to sort things out, and I'll release that in another video of what's happening with that. So yeah, like I'd just like to thank everyone for that, because that was the best experience, and it was a good time for everyone to give a good donation to a good cause. I went to a cancer research like directly to blood type cancers like lymphoma and leukemia cancer, and it went to Budweiser blood research, and they've had the money and they thanked us for it. I don't know where the paper is. Like I know my mother will probably have it, but it's somewhere, and I have put it on like Facebook. Like if you went on my Facebook, try to find me on there. You and went through my history, you should see on there that I've done it, and it shows that I did send it to a good cause. But yeah, like that was an awesome experience. So then after that, August, my grandfather finally beat his cancer, and he went to remission for it. But then it was a little bit weird then, because he wasn't acting himself like 2-3 weeks after. He wasn't in like September. Then he went to hospital, and like it was weird because like we thought he had like Alzheimer's or something like that, and like he just forgot like people he did. He forgot like my mother. That's my mother's father, and like started forgetting random people, and then remembering other people that like he used to be together or something like that, and calling out for them. But like it was a bit hard for everyone, but like we stayed strong for him. And then like I thought it was I thought it was what I think it was, and I was right. When they gave him the MRI check, what was wrong with him, they checked his brain, and there was activity of cancer, not like a tumour, but the same cancer they had like below, like waist, upper body to below, all that was clear of mantle cell lymphoma cancer. But somehow, in like when the doctor said it was like 1 in a million chances of this type of cancer to go to the brain, we still don't know how on earth did that happen, but it did, and we can't do anything. We were just in shock, like how has this happened, and like what are we gonna do? And like the only thing I could think of is just support everyone, just make sure like everyone's fine, and just keep an eye on everyone, especially my grandfather. So like when that was said, they transferred him to the Cardiff hospital. They did I think it was a week or two after September. No, it wasn't a week or two after September. It was it was just before October, and they transferred him to Cardiff hospital, and he started to get better. Like they started giving him things that the Glamorgan hospital couldn't give him, and he started to get better. He started like remembering everyone, and like he told us, like, I'm sure if I'm right, that he could remember like things that what he was saying, but like he couldn't understand why he was saying it, because he did remember. It was like his conscience. He was conscious there, but what he was doing and saying wasn't there. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you could see everything and hear everything. What he wanted to do was the opposite. So that happened in like September, and I got out to the hospital in like October, I think, like mid-October, after my birthday, sadly. But he started having the chemo again, but like when he came back to the doctor, they said it wasn't the it was getting better, but it wasn't fast as it was before. So they asked him could he go in for a full week and like pump him with chemo down Cardiff's hospital. They did, and then this was like around November. This was. So like he had that done, and then they asked him, you have two options. You could either have that for another week during Christmas Day, like during like the Christmas holiday type of thing, so like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and all that, or New Year's Day, and have that entire week, they said. So I wanted him to go in on the Christmas. I would have rather him, like, I know it sounds cold and sad, but I would have rather him take the chemo as fast as possible, try and beat it as fast as possible. At the same time, I want him to be with us for Christmas, just in case it was his last Christmas with us. Like, imagine if one of your family members were in the same situation, you were in the same situation as me, and he could die. I could be your last Christmas with him, and you just want to be with him. You would, no matter what. And I was happy but sad that he decided to do on Christmas. No, not Christmas. On New Year's Eve. He did. He decided on that. So like I accepted it. I was happy at the same time, and we had a good Christmas. We spent the entire Christmas day and night with him. And then my brother hit the curb, coming back because we forgot something, and then my father was on go at him because he always popped his tyre because of how hard he hit. Like, trust me, if you felt how hard he hit that curb, and like the curb is like that big, you would understand how annoyed my father would be in the back, saying you could have just crippled your rim and the rim of like the metal of the alloy tyre and the actual tyre itself. It could have popped of how hard he hit, and shockingly he didn't. On that Christmas day, that was a mad Christmas that was. And then after that we had a good time. Then he went in for the week for chemo during the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. He came back all of a sudden, like mid-January, got rushed into hospital, and that was the hardest of everything it was. Because like all the time he went to the hospital, he was in a bad state, and then he got better, but the state he was in when he went to hospital, Glamorgan Hospital, was absolutely horrific. It was literally like, if you saw the amount of pain he was in, and sorry, I was naming it. If you saw the amount of pain and the state he was in physically, you would understand how like bad he was, and like how much it was hurting us as a family to see him in that amount of pain. It was just horrific. The scream, the screaming type of thing, the agony he was in. Like, he's always a happy person. He doesn't let his pain or illness get him down. He always made a smile, always joked and that. But like the state he was in, he just couldn't. He was in so much pain, and that was the problem with that. Like, it was just hurting us. It was literally. And like through the weeks, he wasn't getting better. He was just getting worse and worse. When he was able to talk, couldn't talk anymore. When he was able to walk, couldn't walk anymore. He was struggling on that. When he was able to move, he was hardly able to move. And then I decided for the college, and I told them that I'm not going in college till my grandfather's better or passes away. And if they said no, I still wouldn't listen to him. I would have still missed college. I would. So then it was each night. It was at least two of us. It was out of the family who stayed there for the night, and then came back. Waited till someone came to go there for the day, and then sleep for the night. And all of us visited literally every single day. And then it was the night that I was glad I was there in a way. I stayed there for 2 days. I did. It was me and my mother the first night, and everything was fine. Like, yeah, fine, but like, you get what I mean. Like, he's still not well. And they did tell us that he was only going to be able to. They give him an estimate that he's going to live by the end of the week. Like, I was in shock because like the amount of times he's proven the doctors wrong, and he's proven that he's fought even longer, and the doctors and all the nurses were shocked of like the state he was in, that he survived even longer than that. But like, me and my mother were down there, slept the night, and then I stayed there, and then it was me, his two brothers, Brian and Les, and we had a good time. We were just making jokes, having a laugh. Like, I know my grandfather, like, through all that pain and what he was limited to even do anymore, I knew in his head he was laughing with all the things that we were doing. I knew that for a fact, because it's just him. I know for a fact that he would have been laughing with us. And like, when it was all of us having a good time during the night and talking and make sure he's still with us, watching his favourite team win, Tottenham win, I think it was like 3-0, something like that, or 3-1 I think it was. First one of the teams, I forgot which team now was annoying. I'll probably check like after this. But he watch that, don't care if it's boring for you, like doing a cross with all of us, just but having like making a laugh out of it, just taking a mick. Then watching films, because I was the smart one, bringing the HDMI and laptop and just chucking it on there. And then on the 14th of February at 12:30, the nurse came in at like 27 minutes past 12 and given his pain relief as normal, because the cycle of how much he gets per so many hours or per hour, and tried to put it in, wasn't going through. Tried it in the other, on one of the other valves, and it wasn't working, and checked his pulse and he was gone. where my grandfather was, he was gone. And everything for me like froze, like it felt like time stopped for the first time. And I was thinking to myself, like, with sadness, anger, heartbroken, felt like part of me went. And I was just saying to myself, why him? And if I could swap bodies with him and I go, or he went, if I could decide life or death, I would rather take my life and let him live, or swap bodies or something like that, because he wasn't like a grandfather, he was like a father to me. And that's what hurt me even more, because me and him had that bond that most people, no, that not most people, but some people would never have with a grandfather. And that's what hurt me and his brothers and my mother and everyone, because brothers losing one of their brothers is hard. A mother losing a father, and my uncle losing a father, is not the nicest thing for anyone. If I lost my mother, that would hurt me, and it would hurt anyone. And I could understand what my mother was feeling, because that's the same way I was feeling. And the hardest thing was that my mother wasn't there, and I was there, and I just witnessed for the first time a death, a proper death, and I was witnessing. And yeah, I wanted to burst out, break down, but I had to be the one to be strong for the family and keep it together for no matter what, and I did. And the brothers were shocked of how well I was coping. They think they thought, but like inside I wasn't coping. I was just showing outside I was coping fine, and I told them that I will call my mother to say that your father just passed, and I would tell my uncle that the father passed, and everyone in the family needs to come to hospital right now. Yeah, and some of them couldn't come because they live from far, but some people who live further, they stayed no matter what. But I know for the fact that certain people couldn't cope, and they had to walk out because they couldn't breathe. They felt like panic attack and all that. And some people just heartbroken, just want to stay in there. I saw him. I was lucky to be with him till the end, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I think he wanted me and his two brothers to be all there, the four musketeers, like we said, to each other all the time. And that's what happened. And he would be the one who'd be awkward and pass away on Valentine's Day. That's him for you. He always takes a mick sometimes. No, most times like that. On the most awkward day. Valentine's Day, like. But yeah. And like after the weeks upon weeks, like, I wasn't coping well. I was having anxiety attacks. I couldn't go in public. I stayed in the house for like weeks. I couldn't go to college. I couldn't go to my boxing that I do. I couldn't go to the meetings of the festival I was doing of Raw Fest. I couldn't, because that's how bad I was. Because some people cope with it fine, some people don't, and I was one of those people that had won the bad type of things and having anxiety. But then like I decided to pull myself together, and slowly but gradually I got myself out of that anxiety situation. I started going out more again, being myself. I got back to the meetings of the festival of Rawfest. That went brilliant and that, and everything for that went good. And hopefully there'll be another one, hopefully next year, if they give us funding. I went back to college, and I finished college now, and I passed and I had a merit for that, and I'll be doing it for next year, but I might be changing. I'll probably be changing next, like after when I've done a second year of it, I'll probably change it. Then it was my grandfather's funeral, and that was, I didn't cry till the end when I left, and it wasn't because I was crying of how he's gone. I was crying of joy, of memories, because it's not the person who's there that won't last forever. It's the memories there is inside your head and share all around that will be forever. And what I had with him will be there for the rest of my life. It will. And I hope I can share the memories of my grandfather to my children and to their children. And I got myself sorted. I finally became myself again, and to this day now, I always I say, live a life to the fullest, live life with no regrets, because at the end of the day, you only live on this planet once, so you have to make a good one. You have to. Like, some people do, some people don't, some people do mad things, some people do stupid things. I just do a bit of everything. Stupid, funny, sad, now and again. And just madness. Literally, like, I do everything in my power to make everyone happy. And it all, at most times, I put people before myself. And now and again I have to recall myself and try and help myself, otherwise I'll just be lost. And like, now I'm back in boxing, now I'm back in college, well, not back in college because it's finished now, but I went back to college. I'll be doing it next year. Hopefully I can sort out my driving, and I can try and get a car now and do more things. Hopefully I don't crash, and hopefully my life will be for the better, and there'll be new things happening like one of the things that will be happening, I will be doing another sponsor that I will announce in a different video. There is a song that I created for my grandfather. It was for his wedding that I was going to share out, and that hopefully will be coming soon. It will. Is me and Jason trying to sort things out. We got the lyrics, we just getting the music for it that I got sorted out now, and it's just getting to recording. I'll just get it out there then, and then that'll be on YouTube. Then there will be a video. It won't be actually that long, because this video is actually going to be, hopefully it'll be uploaded by this week. It will. Basically it's to help the boxing club and help the community, get more people out of trouble, or people who feel like not confident about themselves, and go to any boxing clubs like Wales or England or any boxing club across the country in nations, is to help them. So that'll be coming out soon, and hopefully there'll be a bit more announcements of what's happening, what's changing, what videos are going to be coming out randomly that I will probably announce when they come out. And hopefully I can collaborate with some other, like another YouTuber that is one of my friends from a comp. That sounds a bit weird, but it's just trying to get out there and enjoy and trying to get my name out and help people and have a good time. But yeah, that's really the update that I was trying to get out, and that's why I haven't uploaded for a year, because I put my family first, and that's what everyone should do, is family first, not everything else, because otherwise you'll miss memories, you will miss opportunities, you will miss everything, because time flies by, like everyone says, when you're having fun. And that's what people should understand, is that, because it will go past by. Like, I can't believe, like, it's been around it's almost been fine. It's gonna be in 2 weeks. In two weeks, it'll be 5 months since my grandfather's passed, and I can't believe how fast that's passed. And I've done Rollfest, that festival that I was talking about, and I advertised on you, that went horribly wrong in a way. And I went to the Tate Modern for a project I did, and I've done other projects, and that's how fast it's been. It's gone past. And that's what I'm about. It doesn't take long. Like 5 months felt like it's only been a couple of weeks. Like it's been like 6 weeks, at least. And that's like over a month. It's been a month and a half. It felt like, not 5 months. And that's what I'm about. And yeah, that's literally all I can say. But I'm shocked if you actually watched the video or came to the end. I thank them, and I hope you enjoyed the video in certain parts of the logic and grammar I say when I talk is absolutely bad. I know most of the time it's boring, but yeah, that's the reason why I done this, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you enjoyed the video, really just like and subscribe. But yeah, there should be a video hopefully by this week, if not next week. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I hope we see you in the next video.